Hello and welcome to another Gingerman episode. I always want to start the episode being like, guess where I am, but the thumbnail tells you before I can do that, so there's no point. I'm in Dunblane, and yeah, this is an interesting one. I've never been here before in my life. Of course, the place is synonymous with one of the darkest days in modern Scottish history. I was a young kid when the event happened. I don't know too much about it. And you know, I'm not going to focus too much on it today, being in Dunblane, because I want to look at other aspects of this place. Because as I came into here, this place is lovely. I'm seeing buildings, churches, just a lot of really nice stuff. So I'm excited to explore deeper into Dunblane. We're quite near Stirling. I passed the castle, I passed the Wallace Monument on the way here, so you really feel like you're in Scotland. So let's get into this. Dunblane, show me what you got. Peace.
Test my microphone. I'm firing up the podcast. Sound waves coming to your home. Gingerman with a can is here to make your day. Gingerman with a can would like to hear you say.
Classic. Established 1822. So what that tells me is Dunblane has been a village town for a long time. I say village town because, you know, it tricks you. Sometimes you go somewhere thinking it's a certified town and then you find out it's a village and you look like an idiot. So now if you say both, you can't go wrong. So that's why we're saying that. Anyway, the bowling green looks good, and to be fair, if you're just walking by you can catch the action. We've got benches as well. It's open, it feels like it's part of the public. I like it. This is possibly, and I'm just going to say this now, my favourite bowling club I've been to. And there's a badger. There's a badger across the road. No, it's not. It's a massive hare. I think it's a hare on it. I don't know what it is. Right, we're going to go and catch this badger on camera, right? Is it a badger or is it a dog? It's a dog. Okay, well, I've tried to follow a dog. It was a dog, not a badger, not a rabbit, not a hare. It was a dog. I don't know if I got the dog on camera, so I don't know if it's a wild dog that's just ran away or what. Is that it there? Or is that a different dog? Man, Dunblane. It's all happening in Dunblane today. Right, let's get back on with the episode. Look at this church. This church is lovely. St. Clair's. The best way to describe Dunblane so far is it's so neat and tidy. Like, it's just really well organised, put together. I really like it here so far. There's definitely magic in the air in Dunblane, right? So when you go online and you type in Dunblane and you go on the classic Wikipedia, right, and you in Scotland, right, it's not a hugely populated country. So usually when it says notable people, it's like one or two. When you go on to Dunblane, look at this. All these people. Look at all these people. And then look at this one in particular, Sir Andy Murray. Sir Andy Murray, world famous, one of the greatest players of the game of tennis in a generation. What a professional, what an inspiration, and this is where he's come from. So I don't know, did he live in Dunblane growing up? I know he went to Dunblane School, I believe, so he must have grown up in the streets here. So what we need to do is we need to find Andy Murray's tennis court where he played tennis. I'm partial to a bit of tennis. Me and Aaron, my pal, we used to have the Dockyard Cup every year, which I won almost every year until we grew up, and then he's about 6 foot now, so he started to catch up physically, and he got that important win, and now, I don't know, we've not played the Dockyard Cup in a long time, but he still has the Dockyard Cup, no me. So there you go. Okay, so we've got a train station here, don't get hit by a car. Woo. Right. I don't know my way around Dunblane, but I've just found a train station next to the Tesco. I can see a sort of, I don't know if it's a church or a town centre building, but I'm aiming for that. I'm going to cross this bridge at the train station. This bridge has windows. This is a windowed bridge. What an interesting design. Oh wow, look how quaint and beautiful this is. This is what we're here for. Look at this, we've got a wee war plaque for 2nd Lieutenant James Huffman, Duke of Wellington, West Riding Regiment, 31st of August 1918. Right, so we've got a sign pointing us to the War Memorial. Let's head this way. This place is class. What a beautiful, beautiful place this is. I think it's also the Easter holidays, so everywhere's busy. It's during the week. I'm coming out expecting it to be dead. Nah, everyone's out, and the weather's good this week as well. The spring has really sprung. Every corner you come to in Dunblane, there's like cool buildings, brilliant architecture. This is wild. I don't know where the War Memorial is. I think I'm just going to walk down here because this looks amazing. I love these narrow streets where every building's different. It really does transport you to another time. Oh, this is amazing. I'm getting those, tingles down my spine of just, I don't know how to explain it. If you get that feeling when you walk in places like this, you'll know. Oh, this is an incredible little street here. Look at these hidden toilets. I've just unlocked Dunblane's secret toilets. It's good, I'm going to go check them out. I'll maybe do a review of the toilets, let you know. Oh, that looks pretty clean. Futuristic. Hand dryer. We've got, it's empty, but if you don't want to dry your hands with the technology, you could go old school, but there's none. Has this got any in it? I'm going to do the test. Alright, we've got a foamy wash. I like that. It's got caution hot water. A couple of urinals. No urinal cakes, sadly. And if you need a jobby, then all your jobby needs are met in here. I don't think I'd be doing a jobby in here, but if I had to, I would. And we've even got a disabled toilet, perfect. Rural, it's got its own sink, so you can wash your hands and do a poo at the same time. Imagine walking in a toilet right now and just seeing a Gingerman with a GoPro reviewing the toilets. Oh, it was a perfect little toilet stop. Now back to exploring Dunblane. We're in Bridge End. There you go, so if you're in Dunblane and you need the toilet, look for Bridge End. We're back out in the streets, the high street. Didn't find the War Memorial, but I'll come back to it. Now, we're going over a bridge here. Is there a body of water under us even? We've got a river flowing through Dunblane. This is great. I'm in Gingerman heaven here. Yep, there's a river under us. As we walk down here by the water, I'm going to head down this way because that's what I fancy. I fancy the riverside walk. This place is incredible. This should be like a a tourist hotspot, I feel. Maybe it is. I've just never been here before. There's a calming effect around here. An extreme calming effect. Riverside walk in Dunblane. Tick. This unusual house was used from the late 18th century as a chapel by a Presbyterian sect called the Old Licht. The large windows on the riverside were to light the meeting room. Part of the building was removed in the 1950s to widen Mill Row. So it is Mill Row, of course it is. Oh look. That's cool. And there's the big windows for the meetings. Wow, this is amazing here. It's one of those places that's so neat and tidy, so well preserved, that when you walk around you just feel it. This is incredible. What a place. I'm blown away. And this is why I don't overly research places. I sometimes like I don't like the thought of coming somewhere knowing what I'm going to see. I want to be surprised, I want to be shocked, and then I wanted to open up more curiosity to learn myself as I get there. We've got a nice bench here looking over the water, in loving memory of Jim Duggan. And I can see why. What a place to have a bench. One lonely mitten. This place really does feel like Scotland at its finest, and we are really in the heart of Scotland. Right in the centre. And I didn't know how to get here, I went the wrong way. Turns out when you put it on your map, you should follow the map and just not follow your own beliefs of where you think somewhere is, because often the map does know where it is. Well, I need to find out what this river's called, to be fair. But right now I'm just in the moment and I'm enjoying just walking. So for you guys that have been watching Gingerman from the start, you'll know all about Declan the drone. He came into the Gingerman story about a year and a half ago, and he's been paramount, he's been huge in my videos and getting some of the best footage of places I go. And it's with a heavy heart that I announced that Declan's gone. I was out flying on a side mission and Declan was taken by nature. So I just want to take a moment here to remember Declan and all the great hard work he done. But don't worry, we're getting Declan replaced and we're getting a new drone without a name. It will need to get a name, so when the drone arrives, we'll name it. So don't be sad. We can be happy that I've got some amazing patron legends. Yes, their names are coming down now. There's my legends right there. And if you want to be a patron legend and help me get out and make more episodes and, you know, get more drones, whatever it is I need to do, yeah, you can join the Patreon. Link is at the bottom. Thanks guys. I try and get as much content on there as I can, a deeper look, extra content from all the episodes. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Thanks. There's a big mad church up here that you can see. This is the building that seems to dominate the Dunblane skyline, and it is a beauty. The only sad part is I've got to take my wee legs up this hill here. I don't know, this place feels kind of like a dream world almost. I can't explain it, but it's just perfect. It is so really nice. Okay, Dunblane Cathedral, the Haw. There we go. So we've got a cathedral here. That's why it's so grand and, you know, dominant in the skyline. Oh look, I found the war memorial as well. It's over there. I'll come back down. But here I'm at the cathedral, and this looks just nice and on a very delicious Dunblane cake. Check her out. Wow, that's up there. It's got a sort of Dunfermline Abbey feel to it. Just at this bit here. This bit, it's in a world of its own. Oh, hiya. You can see where it's been changed over time. Now we're going to dig deeper into this cathedral here. What a location. This place is just out of this world. You can see why Andy Murray's such a good tennis player. And Jamie Murray. I can't forget Jamie Murray. And their ma, I can't remind her name. It was on the list. Judy Murray. She's got to be the top G. Legends of all legends. Wow, this thing is big. From that angle there, it didn't look that big, and then you come round to the side and you're like, oh yeah, boy. That, my friends, is Dunblane Cathedral. I just wasn't quite expecting this to be so majestic. This is phenomenal. What a building. This is like spine tingling. I was not expecting this. See, this is the beauty of what I'm doing, is, you know, coming out and seeing stuff like this. If you're into buildings and architecture and just wonders of nature, then this is phenomenal. This is the Haining. The thing about a building like this is that at every different angle it looks like you're looking at a different building. And that's an incredible skill. It's an incredible feat. Well, I can't stop looking at it. Yeah, this place is like giving me more than I was expecting. I didn't know what Dunblane was all about. I swear I have no preconception of this place. I'm just wandering up streets. At one bit it's like, if you've been to Couris in Fife, it's like wee streets like Couris, but a lot larger, a lot bigger than Couris. It's a very historical place, and I will at some point dig deeper into it and I'll get more information off my phone. But let's just wander in this place and marvel at it. Actually, who even needs internet? We've got a sign up there telling me something. It says, Home Hill. Dunblane takes its name from the hill fort of Blaine, a Celtic saint. There is a strong local tradition that the town was first established on Home Hill early in the 17th century. The hill was a defensive position with excellent views to the north and south. A fortified monastery with cells for the monks and a small church would have stood on the site. We've got so much to be thankful for about being alive today, because in the 7th century it would have been absolutely miserable, I imagine. I mean, not everyone would have been miserable, but I mean, if you took yourself and chucked yourself back to the 7th century, you'd probably be dead in about half an hour, but aye, if you managed to survive, you wouldn't find much joy. Tough times. Look at this, just another church. Just another exquisite building in what is a very exquisite place. Okay, we're out on just a random street road and I don't know where to go. I don't care, everywhere looks great. This place is quite fancy, and I imagine the houses would cost you a few shekels, but if you've got them shekels to spend, this would be an ideal place to live. Okay, so we're at Long Bench Corner. I don't know what more is up here. I hope it comes back round on itself and takes me back to the river. That's my hopes, dreams and wishes. Kippendavy Road. Nice name, Kippendavy. How much do you think the population is? If you're watching this with someone, have a wee game between yourselves, have a guess. The closest one? I don't know. The loser has to make the next cup of tea. There you go. Something like that. Okay, have a guess. You've had time to guess, right? Okay, the population is, going on the last census, 9,500. Go make a cup of tea. The Queen Victoria School. Oh dear, this looks terrifying. I think this is a military school. Queen Victoria School. It sort of looks like the sort of place where you'd go to have the personality ripped clean off you. Okay, I'm going to go back across this side of the road. I think this is going to sweep back round to where I was earlier, next to the river, which I can now confirm is the River Allen, or Allen River, however you want to say it. I don't care. All I know is that it feeds into the Forth, and I know all about the Forth. So it's finally good to meet the River Forth's cousin, Alan. And on my journeys, I've come across some interesting street names, but this possibly takes the biscuit. Bellenden Grove. I can't even. Oh my god, I'm laughing. I'm laughing. And it's next to Barbush. Barbush is next to Bellend Grove. Barbush and Bellend Grove. I'm not even making this up. Right, where are we? I hope this isn't a one-way street. Alright Davey, where'd you stay, neighbour? Alright pal, I stay in 69 Bellend Grove, next to Barbara's Bush. I found a wee path out of the housing estate. I was kind of a bit fed up of looking at houses, and the street names started to get boring. Right, well this is nice. Tree on top of grass mound. I get the feeling Andy Murray doesn't live here anymore, so I'm gonna give up, try to call on him for a game of tennis. I don't always film my interactions with people, right? But today, so far, someone asked me to hold their dog whilst they picked up their dog poo. That guy there just started randomly talking to me with a handful of like 10 dogs, talking about GoPros, just super friendly, welcoming, warm. I just didn't want to go home now. I want to live in Dunblane. And it would appear, by the sound of water, I think I've found Alan. This is great news. Oh. Can I go this way? That's Barbush Cottage. There's Barbush's cottage. I wonder if there's a Bellend cottage in Dunblane. Hey, we're coming back out on Kippendavy Road. Just one of many of my favourite street names in Dunblane. Right, we're back where the Dunblane Hydro is. Here it is, Dunblane Hydro. Fancy place. Looks nice. Look at that. Nice clock. I'm sold on the clock alone. The four-ways roundabout. I love a four-way roundabout. This is cute. What is it? Friends Forever, in memory of the children and their teacher. Oh. Okay, yeah, that'll be for the shooting at the school, I guess. This is nice. That made my heart sink a bit when I seen that. So we've got Dunblane New Golf Club in 1923, not very new, but whatever. And there we go, the future tennis stars, or tennis stars of the past, playing in Dunblane. Of course, if you come to Dunblane, you'd hope to hear the popping of the tennis ball. Ping. and the ponging. Anyway, no time for tennis today. It's Alan Water, we found him. Fantastic. There's the water. I don't know where the war memorial is now, I've lost it. The Dunblane, it's our local alehouse. All across the road, competitors, the village inn. Right, I can smell food. I'm just going to walk up here, hopefully find something I can eat. Oh, wait a minute, I think I've just been up here. I'm going round in circles. That's what's happening. Dunblane, the village of circles. So, back this way I guess. Kind of feels like Portree walking along here. Well, we're not in the Isle of Skye, we're in Dunblane. This is such a cool high street, and this must take us all the way back up towards the cathedral. This is interesting. The Mini Burn. Near the spot in a cundy or stone channel flows the Mini Burn. It was used as an escape route for a maidservant of Balhaldy House who, on February 5th, 1746, attempted to murder the Duke of Cumberland by pouring boiling water on his head from an upper window as he rode by in pursuit of the Jacobite army. She was never caught. The whole plan to pour boiling water out the window is wild. She could have come up with a better plan, but it was 1746. She probably didn't have access to Google to find out how to kill the Duke of Cumberland. I think that's Andy Murray's golden postbox for winning gold at the 2012 Olympics. I think his brother did as well. I think they won the doubles. Yeah, they did. His brother has won gold, I'm sure, as well. Anyway, there you go. We're back at the cathedral. This area is called the Cross, and this is like where you'll find the best of all the architecture. The museum looks closed. Maybe it is open. Andy Murray. Wow. There's his tennis shoe. Signed rackets. Oh, what a guy. Andy Murray got that, what she's donated. Cap, his baseball cap. This is my favourite bit of the museum. We've got the wartime stories. The Battle of Sheriff Muir, the Jacobite Rising. Look at the gun. Oh wow. Gunpowder. Cannonball. Jesus, look at that. If anyone's wondering, it's a nice 17 degrees in here. This is amazing. I love this museum, and I love Dunblane. That was a treat being in the museum. It's very quiet, it's a hard place to go and film, but man, that was amazing. Like, I just got loaded up on history of Dunblane. And as I was kind of sitting there and walking around, Dunblane really is at the centre of Scottish history. You know, the Battle of Sheriff Muir, been a huge part of the Jacobite rebellion just up the road there, being so close to Stirling, and the wars of independence, the Jacobites, the Reformation. It's all kind of taken apart on this place, and you can see it through the buildings, you can see it as you walk around, and the museum is like brilliantly brought it all together. Free entry as well, so if you're there, leave them a few quid, because it's that kind of stuff that is so important to keeping the history going. Here we are, Sheriff Court, constructed in 1844. The Sheriff Court originally included a gaol and police station on the site of the present gardens. I don't know if I said that first word right, but hey ho. Yes man, we've got the big hoops, and that'll do me till I get to my car, because I'm really hungry. Skipped breakfast when I came out of the day, but you know what, I've had fun. I haven't even been thinking about eating, but sadly I'm running out of time as I walk around Dunblane, because there's only so much I can film. And in a place like Dunblane, where it appears there's endless amounts of history, architecture, community, everything's going on here, I could spend all day and turn this into a 6-hour Lord of the Rings style special episode, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna call it a day here, eat my crisps, head back to the car, and just let you know that Dunblane has been amazing. I've had the best time, I've learned loads of history, and if you want to know more, and you want to get a deeper look into what I've learned here, join my Patreon. Join my Patreon, because that's where you'll get more from my film. But aye, that's it. I'm going to call it a day now. I'm at the train station, next to the Allen River. Eat my beef crisps, get home. Wow. Aye. So thanks for having me, Dunblane. It's been a special kind of day. I've really enjoyed it, and it really is one of those places where I've come out and I didn't know what to expect, and I've been absolutely blown away. So aye, thanks for having me. Peace.